All right, so thank you for joining, for signing up. So I'm going to go ahead and actually deliver the four key things that people analyze, and this is based off how our brain actually functions and how we analyze new things and what's going on through our minds, right? So the first thing when they land on your page, the first thing they have in their mind is what's in it for me, right? It sounds very basic, but you'll be amazed at how many times people forget to answer to address that question. When someone first lands on your page, the first question they want to understand is what's this website all about and what's in it for them? Is it addressing a pain point that they have? Is it addressing a desire that they have, right? So they want to know, and you only have 7 seconds to address this quick question of what's in it for them. When they land on your page, does your page address a pain point they have? Does it bring about the elephant, the big elephant that they have in their minds, right? Does it remove or address an obstacle that they have? So that's the number one question. What's in it for them? The second thing that they want to know once they land on your page, right, is why is this going to be different, right? Everyone is making the same claims. Everyone says we're the best, we're the fastest, we're the cheapest, we're the ones that have been around for 20 years. But your ideal customer, your ideal prospect is wondering, like when I land on this page, how am I able to actually make a difference or tell the difference between this and that and that and that, right? They're really trying to make that decision and they need help, right? So they don't care about better, right? What they care most about is different. What makes you different? What makes you stand out from what everyone else is doing? Or how can you help them make that decision, right? Because remember, everyone is making the same claims. Everyone is claiming that they can deliver the result in half the time, half the price, right? Everyone's saying that, hey, we've been around for 20 years, so they can't make that distinction between why should I go with A or B or C or D, right? The third thing they want to know is what's the ownership experience like once they buy your product, once they interact with your product, right? What's it going to feel like? What is it going to look like? What is it going to be like to literally interact with your solution, right? So they want to give them that ownership experience, paint that picture. If they can feel it, if they can visualize it, if they can actually, if you can make it even tangible, where not only do they have the vision, they can see what it looks like, they can see what the pathway will look like, they will see what it'll feel like with interacting with your service or your product. That makes it much easier for them to make the decision, right? So paint that ownership experience. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And most important, what will it be like once they interact with your solution? And then the final piece is why now? Why is now the most important time? Right? And a lot of times when people address this why now, they really address it from the standpoint of, hey, the price is going to double or it won't be around forever. But at that point, like they don't care too much about, hey, about it. Think of it like this: if it doesn't change the status quo, it they're not motivated to take action, right? So it has to be, the consequence has to be something that's going to change their status quo. When I say change the status quo, it could be something like, hey, market forces are actually coming in. Unpredictable market forces are going to force this solution to be way more expensive in the future than you can get it for now, right? Or it could be that the longer you delay to actually make a decision or take advantage of this offer, the more you're going to be suffering. Maybe you're not maybe your offer is all about helping businesses actually get more clients. So the longer they wait, the more expensive it's going to be to get clients in the future, and the likelihood that it's going to be highly competitive. They understand that. That's a consequence they understand, right? And it's a consequence that they know it's going to affect their status quo, which will trigger them to actually want to take action right now, right? So the four things again: what's in it for me or for them? Second, why is this going to be different? Third, what's the future going to look like, feel like, and be like? And then the fourth one is what are the consequences of inaction? If they don't take action, what's going to happen, right? What are the consequences? What's the opportunity cost of not taking action today, right? So you can download, I put those four in actually a PDF, so you can download it by clicking on the button right below, and then below that you can also sign up. So I have a training that I'm doing this Thanksgiving It's on irresistible offers. It's going to be a live training. We're going to talk about market research. We're going to go deeper into, hey, for market research, how do you structure? What's the wording that you're going to use? What sequence are you going to make these offers? Because all those are important. And what's happening in the mind of your avatar, of your ideal prospect, or your customers, or potential customers. So that when you make that offer, it's not only congruent with the journey that they want to go through, but also it positions you such that they feel like you have the absolute solution and they want to buy from. They can't wait to buy from you. So just click on the button below and go ahead and get your ticket. It's going to be on Friday, Friday the 29th, and it's from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it'll go on until all questions are answered, or at least you really have the framework of how to actually structure an irresistible offer. Take care. Great to have you. Thank you for signing up, and I look forward to actually seeing you on the masterclass. Thank you.